out. We've got everything disconnected. It's coming out. Here she goes. Slow and easy. We got a ton of room around the steering linkage. Kind of looking at everything as we go up. Yep. Now, as you come up right there, let's pull the engine back about 6 inches. Okay, a little more. A little more. That's good. All right, bring her up. Just trying to keep it off of the AC stuff. All right, that looks good.
You want me to check the other side?
Yeah.
It's AC lines, kind of.
Is it getting caught on something?
It'll probably be.
That's good.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, all right. We good?
I believe so.
Okay, start lifting. I'll keep it off of that. And actually you can, yeah, go ahead, start lifting, we're good. Keep going. Okay, you're doing good.
Right now we're testing the tensile strength of everything that we forgot to disconnect.
Correct. So far, so good. Tell you what, let's go forward about 3 inches. Just a little bit. A little more. That's good, that's good. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna let it dangle. I'm just gonna look at the other side. Okay, yeah, I can see we were getting into the AC a little bit. I feel pretty good. We got plenty of clearance on everything else. Let's just go ahead and just raise it up a little more. Yeah, it looks good.
We're almost there.
Yeah, you're doing good. We've got a ton of room between the boom and the garage door. I think we're okay. We may want to lower the car a little bit because I'm sure it's raised quite a bit.
You want me to lower the car?
It probably wouldn't hurt. Tell you what.
Actually, wait. If we lower the car, we're going to drop the bumper on the...
Yeah. Well, I was just saying the car probably raised since we took the weight of the motor off of it.
Nah, I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah. Well, tell you what. Pull the engine forward just like another 3 or 4 inches. Just pull back. You're doing good. That's good. Right there. All right.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And we're close.
Yeah, we're real close.
We definitely got room.
Oh yeah. She's coming up. Here a little bit, but let's see if you got enough room. Pull back just a little bit.
Just so you know, it is going to thump.
Yeah, it's going to come off the edge. That's okay. You're doing good. That's okay.
I meant for that to happen.
No worries. A little drama. Tell you what, go ahead and bring it up about another 3 inches, just to make sure the bell housing clears the corset part. Okay, that looks good. pull it forward just a little bit. It's going to come off that lip right there too, no big deal. Okay. Go forward just a hair, or backwards, yeah, there you go. Keep pulling. Okay. Tell you what, raise it just another inch. We got it, but it's gonna bounce on us a little bit. It may get into the door, I'm not sure. Okay, right there. Now just go back just a little bit. Let's see if we get into the door. I think we're just gonna clear. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right. Obviously, we never want to get under a suspended load, but just looking right here, I can see where the coolant was running out of the pipes, and it got all over this and this. So I don't think we had a leak here. So I think the intake was tight. You can see where the intake was leaking before. That's why we pulled the intake to fix it. But it looks like it wasn't leaking, so I'm guessing it wasn't something we screwed up on the intake job that did this engine in. And you can see we use the factory lift brackets. That's what they were designed for. And you see they flex right into the rocker cover. Not a huge deal, didn't hurt anything. And that's a heavy duty piece of anchor road right there, I think from our vintage lake boat. It's probably at least rated, trying to remember what the rating on those is. It's like, it's galvanized chain, so it's probably a, what do they call it, a G30 rating, I think. Anyway. Yeah, that's almost 250,000 miles before whatever inside went loose. I'm guessing it's a head gasket. I'll tell you what we do. We got a nice square oil pan. It looks pretty tough. We might just want to put a block of wood under each end. I think we'll set it down on the floor right next to the car for now. And we'll get the bell housing off. We'll get the engine stand out. That'll be later. But yeah, we're kind of getting into the holiday. And it's like, actually it warmed up, it's like 35 now, right? Yeah. Kind of, if you stand right here, it's kind of nice. You kind of get a little blast from the heater right here. All right. We'll keep you guys in tune with what's going on. Hey, you know what I think that is? That's one of those new green vehicles, right?
What?
We got a new green vehicle here, right? That's human powered.
Camp chop, 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 chop.
Yep, that timing chain cover job we did was perfect. I tell you what, that thing did not leak a drop. What a shame, huh? Oh well. Yeah. Of course, you know what you could do while it's up? You can get your spark plug socket out and take those plugs out and find which plug is messed up the worst.
What size are those?
Since we're dying to know, we're going to go ahead and just start taking the spark plugs out now. See if we can see which cylinder or cylinders was affected. Moses, that's on there. Man, those are in tight.
That looks bad.
That looks terrible. Wow. Yep, that's broke.
That looks really bad.
It does. Let's take the other ones out and see how bad they look. I think you definitely found the side that was hosed up. Now, obviously, we didn't bother with a compression test or any of that crap because we really didn't want to turn the engine over any more than we had to because it's hurt. And I'm really hoping that if we broke a piston or something, we didn't also crack a cylinder wall because this block will be junk if that's the case. And again, I really have no idea what happened to this engine. I've always had really good luck with engines. I mean, this one's really, other than, you know, the timing chain and water pump and the intake, the heads have never been off the engine. The engine's never really been, you know, down into.
Doesn't look as bad, but that's still kind of bad.
That one looks okay. That's a normalish plug. So we definitely, I think, found the broken cylinder, which is this one. Definitely got a problem.
Broken piston.
Could be. That'd be my guess. If we get it on the ground, maybe we'll pull a rocker cover. Maybe you dropped a valve too. Maybe there's a broken rocker arm or something. Who knows?
Oh, that one was very tight.
Yep. Let's see what that one looks like. That one looks goodish.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
No, I mean it's tannish. That's okay. That would not be a broken engine. That looks okay-ish.
That sounds oily as I thought it was.
Yeah, and they've been in there a while. They probably have 20,000 miles on them. You never changed them, right? Other than looking at them one time. I think I put those in. That's probably been 10 years ago. Ooh, that mechanic that put those on, he must have had strong hands. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So we definitely found the cylinder that's broke, and maybe just for shiggles, I actually could go in with a camera. We can maybe take a peeky in that hole. I've got one of those, whatever you call them, noodle cam or whatever it is. Hey, just looking at here with my noodle cam, I think I'm looking at the top of the piston, and it looks ugly. I can't see big chunks missing out of it, but it doesn't mean it's not broken. But that definitely looks pretty nasty. We'll just go in another hole here that we know is not blown up. And you can see that piston's down in the hole. You can actually see the factory crosshatch. I can still see the factory crosshatch in the cylinder. You guys, it probably is not showing up the best on this. We're getting a lot of bounce. Yeah, that's pretty useless, unfortunately. They put it all the way down on top of it. Maybe that'll work. Yep. Yeah, that looks good inside. That one looks a little scrungy. I think I'm seeing the valve release in the top of that piston. It's okay-ish. So, yeah, actually that looks pretty good. And then going to this other one. Am I losing my, I think I'm losing battery. Or is it just so, that's just that dark in there. Okay. I just go way down to see the piston in that one. It doesn't look broken or anything. Just typical, you know, a lot of...
Go back to the first one.
Yeah, let's go to the back of the first. Maybe don't go down in the hole as far. The piston's right at the top. That looks pretty bad to me. That's where we're going to probably see the carnage. Oh, right there. I think that's a hole on top of the piston right there.
I would agree.
Yep. Yep. Kind of weird. All right. We got a pretty good idea what happened. All right. We got tired and we're getting ready for the holidays here. We got a lot of house cleaning and stuff to do. So we just kind of just set her down there. Got blocks of wood under each end of the oil pan. She's steady. She's not going to go anywhere. And we're just going to probably leave this sit here for the holiday. And come first of the year, we'll have this thing torn down, and we'll have a game plan, just exactly what we're going to do here.
LS swap.
Yeah, LS swap, right? We actually have an LS. We could swap into it right now. It's not. It would be messy, right? Because it'd be over my dead body. But we actually do have an LS we could put in it. And if you guys watch the show, you probably know which LS I'm talking about, right? And if you don't, maybe you don't watch enough of our show. Anyway, hey, hit like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment in the comment box. This is a 5-liter 302 Mustang that we're going to take apart, and it's going to get the full makeover. So it's probably going to get, you know, bored, possibly stroked. I'm not really sure if we want to stick with the stock cylinder heads. Of course, we don't even know if the heads are, one of them is destroyed or not. But yeah, anybody wants to chime in, especially you, Tyler, since you've done like a dozen of these. You know, just kind of curious what everybody else does. You know, this was a stock car This actually belonged to my father. He drove it, I drove it, and then when Austin turned 16, I gave it to him. Was it like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And it did really well up until recently, and then something on it let go, and kind of unfortunate, because if you guys saw us swap the intake on it out the other day, that was one of the cleanest any engine I've ever seen, with almost 250,000 miles on it. And yeah, it was really impressive to see how nice it looked inside. So kind of disappointing that whatever happened happened. I'm guessing it's a blown head gasket. It's probably what did it in. Unfortunately, right? Because I'm perfect, right? It couldn't have done my intake manifold job, right? But I guess we'll find out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.